Oh no, my girlfriend changed after I married her. We are over. I've been with my girlfriend. Been with her for 6 years, and then we got married in September 2025. And I noticed the first week after we got married, she started. She changed. And I'll tell you a little more about that and some stories that other expats have told me about what happened after they married their long-term girlfriends. Anyway, we are over in Lapu Lapu, Mactan, across the strait, two bridges from Mandawi City and Cebu City. We're over here helping her son and his wife and their two children moved to a new place. They were living with family. It was getting pretty crowded, and anyway, we were really helped us out because we had accumulated quite a bit of stuff over the last 6+ years, and chairs and silverware and cookware. So we had extra stuff to share with them. Then we bought some other things that they needed as well. But she is closer to work now. She can actually walk to work, so that'll save her a little bit of money. And anyway, yeah, I've heard stories from other guys. They got married to a Filipino, and one guy in particular, one of my subscribers, many years ago, he said, "Yeah, my girlfriend, she cooked for me, she gave me massages, and did all these things for me. And after we got married, everything stopped. Completely different girl." And changes can be good or bad. Many of you have been married once, twice, 3 times. People change over time. Their attitudes change. Your attitudes change. And change can be good or bad. In my case, after we'd been together a couple of years, it was kind of up and down for the first couple of years. And I think we didn't break up because I'd already done that with 2 other girls, and I didn't want to do it again. I was too lazy to break up, and I was pretty critical. I was pretty critical at times of her and just communication. At times she seemed to be able to communicate real well, and other times I got frustrated because she wasn't communicating at the level that I was hoping for. But over time, I changed my attitude. I decided to be less critical, to be more patient, and by me changing my attitude, helped a lot. Her stress level went down, and many of you know your stress is up. You act differently, and so she became more comfortable. I became more comfortable. And for the last 2 years, I've been thinking seriously about getting married, and then I'd slap myself and say, "No, why would you do that?" I've been married once, divorced once for 11 years. And but anyway, the time came where I just really felt it was the thing to do. And we planned it for a couple of months and got married. And even within the first week, I noticed she was changing a bit. And interesting, just like a month later, one of my friends that we've been together with him and his wife a number of times, he came down and we visited for a while, and my wife was here, and I mentioned to him, she's changed. And he said, "Yeah, I noticed that. She seems so relaxed, so much more relaxed." And not that she was tense before, but I told her that first week, I said, "You've changed." And she looked at me like, "What?" And yeah, when they're not married, when there's really no long-term commitment, there's a bit of insecurity there. And although we got along well, we talked, communicated, we did things together, there was still a little bit of that lack of security. And yeah, she became much more relaxed, and that feeling of security of being married, I think. So there's something to that. It was a good thing the way she changed, and yeah, my original first couple of years, my complaint, she'd come home from work and I would tell her about my day, what I had done, and then I was expecting her to tell me about her day, her family, her work, various things. And she would say, well, ask me questions. Well, asking questions is not really a conversation, although it could be a way to start a conversation. Anyway, yeah, like I said, after a couple of years, I changed my attitude. And anyway, I've got a bunch of sirens going on. We've got a couple fires, big fire over in Mandawi a day or two ago, and another fire. I'm not sure where it was, but a lot of sirens. A lot of sirens here just now. I go take a look out the window, see if I can find out what's going on. Looked like a false alarm. A bunch of fire trucks showed up on the main street on Osmeña Boulevard. Lots of people saw my, I'm not sure what was going on here. Lots of people saw the camera. Hello, blog. Anyway, always good to find out that it was a false alarm, pretty much. So anyway, life is a risk. You're dealing with age gaps here in the Philippines, other countries like Thailand, Vietnam. You're dealing with a different culture, different food. The age gap, oftentimes, there's 25 years difference between me and my wife, and yet that doesn't seem to be an issue for me or her family or anybody else. I know number of one of my friends, I think he's got over a 40-year difference with him and his wife, and one of the problems is they work together, they live together, they work together, and they don't get much time apart. In my case, my wife works, and I think she's going to quit in the coming year, and we'll probably be spending more time together, but we'll see how that works out. Our cultures are different, and I did early on, many times over the course of many months, I explained to my girlfriend that in America we tend to be more independent, and the guys, brothers, friends, whatever, they'll take a weekend or a week on vacation. They'll go hunting, go fishing, go to sports in another city. Take a trip together, and the girls will go do whatever girls do. And explained to that many times to her. In the Philippines is more of a social, family-oriented, and many times people do things as groups, as a family. In fact, Sunday is often called Family Day. They'll go to the mall, go to the beach, as a family or friends. And kind of funny. So many times, if I'd go to a restaurant, especially early on, the first couple of years, go to a restaurant by myself, and, sir, why are you by yourself? Well, I'm hungry, you have a restaurant, and I thought I'd get something to eat. But yeah, they tend to do things as groups, and they think there's something odd or strange if you're by yourself. And in fact, I had subscribers early on, a couple that you sound like you're a loner. never see you with anybody. Well, yeah, I do just fine by myself. But no, I'm not a loner. I have friends. They're not in my videos. Even people ask me, why isn't your girlfriend ever in your video? Why isn't your wife in your video? Well, early on, before I even made it to the Philippines, I watched other vloggers who put their girlfriends on the videos, and all the trolls, the bad comments and the trolls, and I thought, that doesn't seem like a very good idea at all. And that's one of the reasons. Occasionally, she gets in the video a little bit. She has her own YouTube channel that she hasn't done anything with for quite a while. I think when she quits working, she'll do more of that type of thing. She does a good job interviewing Filipinos in Bisaya language, and she's very good. She picked up a camera. And she said Filipinos don't just do what you do. They don't just walk up to people and talk to people. But she learned how to do that from me, and she does a very good job of it. So hopefully she will start doing that again once she quits working, among other things. Anyway, you know, life goes on. I've got a relationship with her, good relationship. I've got a good relationship with the family. Talked to some friends today, had coffee with them, and a couple of them are married. One is engaged, and we talked about, the relationship with the family. Very, very, very important. Me and my friends have been very lucky to have a good relationship with families that don't ask us for things. I help support they're now my family, her daughters, her son, the grandchildren. Same thing I would do with my families in the U.S. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Safe travels to you all, and we'll see you in the next video.